Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where someone looked at you and with wide eyes they exclaimed, "You look much younger than your age"? It's flattering at first, but then it leads to a lingering question. Why do some people seem to defy age? What sets them apart, and what can we learn from them? Looking younger than your years isn't merely the result of good skincare, expensive treatments, or lucky genetics. There's a deeper secret behind it, one rooted in the psychology of aging. It's about your mindset, how you carry yourself through life, your emotional health, and how you manage stress. You see, your physical age isn't only determined by the number of birthdays you've celebrated, it's intricately linked to your mental and emotional state. Let's delve into the hidden reasons behind why some people defy aging and look much younger than they really are. 1. You have an unbreakable spirit. There's something undeniably magnetic about people who have faced life's toughest challenges and yet still manage to radiate vitality and youth. They've weathered heartbreak, financial loss, personal struggles. Yet on the outside, you wouldn't be able to tell. You may wonder, what's their secret? The answer lies in one crucial trait, an unbreakable spirit. The mind is incredibly powerful. It has a direct influence on your body, your skin, and your overall well-being. Think about the last time you were under immense stress. You probably noticed how it affected you, not just mentally but physically. Stress isn't just a mental burden. It seeps into your body, carving itself into your posture, your skin, and your expressions. You've probably heard the saying, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but gets you nowhere. Well, chronic stress can be the same, only it takes more than just your peace of mind. It takes your youth as well. People who defy age have mastered the art of emotional resilience. They don't allow their hardships to define them. Instead of carrying their emotional baggage around like an anchor, they let go of what they can't control. Stress can raise cortisol levels in your body, leading to wrinkles, dull skin, and exhaustion. But those who can rise above it, who have an unbreakable spirit, seem to glow despite their past. They might carry scars, both physically and emotionally, but they wear them proudly with strength. Their resilience becomes their greatest asset, and it shows in the energy and vibrancy they exude. They've cracked the code to agelessness, and it's rooted in mental toughness and emotional intelligence. A perfect example comes from the legendary Maya Angelou, who once said, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." Her words carry more than just inspiration. They reflect a life lived with strength and resilience. The key takeaway here? Learn to let go of what you cannot control and refuse to let stress diminish your light. You'll notice that not only will your mental health improve, but your body will start to reflect that newfound peace too. 2. You embrace change instead of fearing. Change is the only constant in life, but far too many resist it. The fear of change can slowly rob us of the energy and vitality that we need to stay young. Have you ever met someone who seems stuck in their ways? Their behavior is rigid, their mindset closed. They might say things like, "That's just how I've always done it," or "I'm too old for this." Unfortunately, this resistance to change doesn't just stifle personal growth. It accelerates the aging process. You've likely seen people who remain youthful well into their 50s, 60s, and even 70s. They look vibrant, curious, and eager to learn. Why? Because they embrace change. They don't fear it. They welcome it with open arms. These individuals are open to new experiences and are constantly pushing the boundaries of their comfort zone. They understand that aging isn't just about the passage of time, it's about how you respond to that time. Consider the famous words of the Greek philosopher Heraclitus, who said, "The only constant in life is change." This idea is central to the pursuit of youthfulness. The people who remain youthful are lifelong learners. Whether it's trying a new hobby, traveling to unfamiliar places, or simply learning about something they don't understand, they keep their minds fresh and engaged. And as the mind stays sharp, so does the body. Scientific studies support this. Engaging in new activities, challenging yourself intellectually, and remaining socially engaged can keep both your mind and body healthier. Those who are mentally and emotionally flexible age more gracefully, radiating energy that is far from the stiff look of someone who has resisted change. So ask yourself, how open are you to change? Do you embrace new experiences with curiosity, or do you shy away from them because they make you feel uncomfortable? Your approach to change has a direct impact on your age, mentally and physically. Keep your mind open, and you'll remain youthful for years to come. 3. Your mind is always curious. Youth isn't just about the way you look. It starts in the mind. One of the greatest secrets to staying young is curiosity. People who have a deep, insatiable curiosity about life, about the world, and about themselves tend to look and feel younger. Curiosity is the fuel that drives the mind forward, keeping it sharp, engaged, and vibrant. Think of someone you know who seems to have a perpetual spark in their eyes. They're excited about new ideas, new knowledge, and new experiences. This person might be in their 50s, 60s, or older, but they possess the enthusiasm of someone much younger. That's because curiosity doesn't just benefit the mind, it benefits the body too. When you're curious, you're engaged, and when you're engaged, you stay energetic. You challenge yourself to keep learning, to expand your horizons, and to discover new things about the world. On the flip side, when you stop being curious, that's when aging starts to take root. People who settle into monotonous routines, who stop asking questions, or who stop trying to understand the world, begin to age faster, mentally and physically. Their energy wanes, their body language becomes stiffer, and their faces start to reflect that sense of stagnation. The great Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Learning never exhausts the mind." His life was a testament to this truth. He remained curious his entire life, constantly discovering new ways to express his creativity, build on his inventions, and understand the world around him. That same curiosity kept him youthful in mind and body. To keep the aging process at bay, make curiosity a part of your daily routine. Ask questions, explore new interests, take up new hobbies, and challenge your thinking. The more you engage with the world around you, the more youthful energy you'll have, and it'll show in your appearance too. 4. You express your emotions. Freely think about the last time you found yourself in a moment of deep emotion. Perhaps you were overcome with joy, or maybe you were moved to tears by something sad. How did you handle it? Did you allow yourself to feel fully, or did you try to push those emotions down, suppressing them behind a forced smile or a stiff upper lip? If you look at people who seem to defy aging, one of their most remarkable traits is their ability to express emotions freely. They laugh out loud when they're happy, cry when they're sad, and speak their truths with vulnerability and honesty. They don't bottle things up or pretend to be someone they're not. They live their lives authentically, emotionally unguarded, and it shows. Here's an important insight. When we suppress emotions, we don't just hold them inside our minds, we trap them in our bodies. This tension doesn't go away. It manifests in our posture, the tightness in our muscles, and even in our faces. Have you ever noticed someone who is always put together, who never lets their guard down? Over time, that suppression builds up like a dam about to break, and the effects on their body can be profound. Wrinkles deepen, their posture becomes stiff, and their overall energy begins to diminish. Take the example of the beloved author and philosopher, William Shakespeare, who wisely said, "Give me your hands if we be friends." Shakespeare understood the power of emotional release. The simple act of connecting with others, of allowing our feelings to flow freely makes us feel lighter, more energized, and ultimately younger. The truth is, bottling up emotions can make us physically age faster. But those who express their feelings and let go of pent-up frustration or sorrow are healthier and more youthful. Consider the different cultures around the world where emotional openness is encouraged. In Mediterranean cultures, for example, you'll often find people who openly embrace their emotions, whether they're joyful, upset, or simply reflective. And what's fascinating is that these cultures often have higher life expectancies and better overall well-being compared to others. Why? Because emotional expression releases stress, and when stress levels are kept in check, the aging process slows down. I recall a story of a woman I met who had lost her partner of 30 years. Instead of bottling up her grief, she allowed herself to cry, to express her sorrow, and to talk about her feelings openly. Years later, she looked far younger than her age, radiating energy and joy. She hadn't allowed the emotional weight of loss to fester inside. She had healed through expression, and that made all the difference. So the lesson here is simple. Don't hold your emotions hostage. Express them freely, whether it's joy, sadness, or anger. Allow yourself to laugh, to cry, to shout if you need to. In doing so, not only will you feel lighter, but you'll also look younger. Your body will thank you for it. After all, true beauty radiates from within, and that includes the beauty of an open heart. 5. You surround yourself with positive energy. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the energy shift? Maybe you were in the presence of someone who just seemed to light up the space with their positivity, their laughter, and their genuine warmth. On the other hand, have you ever spent time with someone whose energy felt like a weight, draining the life out of you with their constant complaints and negativity? It turns out that the energy we surround ourselves with has a profound impact on our overall health and appearance. People who radiate positivity and surround themselves with uplifting, supportive individuals tend to look and feel younger. Their energy is contagious, creating an environment where vitality and joy flourish. In contrast, being surrounded by negative energy can have the opposite effect. When you're constantly exposed to pessimism, judgment, and criticism, your body responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, this can take a significant toll on your physical appearance. You'll notice yourself feeling tense, worn out, and ultimately aging faster. Negative energy is like a slow poison. At first, it's imperceptible, but over time, it erodes your sense of well-being and even accelerates the aging process. There's a powerful lesson here, one that many wise thinkers have shared. The ancient philosopher Confucius once said, "When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves." In other words, we must be mindful of who we allow into our lives. The people we surround ourselves with are a reflection of our own energy. If we choose to spend time with those who lift us up, who bring joy, and who offer support, we're essentially choosing to surround ourselves with a positive, life-affirming force. This doesn't mean avoiding conflict or disagreements, but rather choosing to invest time and energy in people who encourage growth, bring out your best self, and help you maintain a positive mindset. If you're constantly in the presence of those who drain your energy, it's time to evaluate your circle. The people you choose to surround yourself with directly impact your physical and mental health. Take the example of a friend I once had who, despite her demanding job and busy schedule, always found time to nurture positive relationships. She made a point to be around people who inspired and motivated her, who made her laugh and feel supported. Over the years, she not only looked younger, but seemed to possess an inner radiance that couldn't be explained by anything other than the people she chose to share her energy with. Studies back this up. Positive social interactions are shown to reduce stress and even slow the aging process at the cellular level. Laughter, joy, and genuine connection can keep your body in a youthful state by lowering cortisol and increasing endorphins, which promote health and well-being. So take a moment to evaluate the people in your life. Are they adding to your energy or draining it? If you've been told you look younger than your age, it could be because you've surrounded yourself with positive influences. Choose to invest in relationships that elevate your spirit and bring out the best in you. It's one of the most effective anti-aging tools you can find. 6. You live with passion and purpose. Have you ever met someone who simply radiates energy? They seem to float through life with a spark in their eyes, a smile that never seems to fade, and an enthusiasm that can't be extinguished, no matter what age they are. There's a good chance that the secret behind their youthful demeanor isn't just their looks, but their passion for life. Take a moment to reflect on the last time you felt truly alive, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Maybe it was the excitement of starting something new, or the joy of pursuing a goal that made your heart race. That's the magic of having purpose and passion in your life. People who live with a clear sense of purpose wake up excited for the day ahead. They have something to look forward to, whether it's a project, a personal goal, or simply an idea that fuels their curiosity. This kind of passion doesn't just make your heart beat faster. It lights up every cell in your body. It makes you move with enthusiasm, speak with energy, and exude vitality in ways that others can't help but notice. It's the difference between someone who trudges through life with a lackluster attitude and someone who is all in, living, breathing, and thriving. Look at someone like Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. Whether he's embarking on a new adventure or developing a fresh business idea, Branson lives with a fire that doesn't seem to dim. Even in his 70s, he has this contagious energy, a zest for life that makes him look decades younger. His passion for exploration and pushing boundaries keeps him young, not just in spirit, but in appearance too. Science backs this up too. When you're deeply connected to something that excites you, your body responds by releasing dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals responsible for happiness and energy. These chemical reactions do more than just uplift your mood. They help reduce stress, lower inflammation, and support your overall health. In other words, when you live with passion and purpose, your body gives you a gift in return: vitality. So what gets you out of bed in the morning? What are you doing today that makes you feel alive? If you're not sure, it's time to dig deep and find that spark. Because when you live with passion, you not only feel younger, you look younger too. The energy you exude will radiate from the inside out, keeping you vibrant, energetic, and ready for whatever comes next. And watch yourself blossom into the person you were always meant to be. Now that you understand the powerful reasons why some people look younger than their age, it's time to reflect on your own life. The secret isn't just in good skincare or genetics. It's in your mindset, your emotions, and the way you live your life. By adopting these habits and attitudes, you can defy the passage of time and unlock your own timeless youthfulness. If you found this content insightful, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more powerful lessons on life and psychology. Share this with someone who always gets mistaken for being younger than their age. They'll likely find it just as fascinating as you did. Now tell me in the comments, what's the craziest age mistake someone has made about you? I'd love to hear your stories. Stay youthful, stay powerful, and I'll see you in the next video.